From the Tennessee Valley Weather Center, this is your evening weather update.
Hey, good evening, folks. After we wrap up a fantastic day today, well, it's been crazy over the past 24 hours, but spring is thankfully back in the nicer way through today, and it will be tomorrow as well. You can see that system that impacted us yesterday moving off the East Coast through southeast Georgia, through Florida. That'll be out of here in no time. Looks like severe weather might be possible again down to the south, and as such, maybe to the north here we might have some thunderstorms, but it'll be nothing like yesterday. Not up here. But first, let's take a look at some conditions across the area. Beautiful blue skies today. Spring is back in the nicer form. It's 73 in Columbia at the moment as of this evening. Wind out of the south at about calm to maybe 5 miles an hour at times. Your humidity is 38%, so we're definitely drying out in comparison to the moist atmosphere that we had over the last 24 to 36 hours. Here's Futurecast next 24 hours. You can kind of get a sense of what we're looking at here over the next 24 hours on a city-by-city basis. We do cool off through the overnight hours of tonight. We'll call it upper to mid-40s for lows across the area tonight. By the time we're waking up tomorrow heading into church, you might need a light coat. I don't think we're going to need that as we head through the day, though, because I think we're going to be right back into the mid to upper 70s, perhaps even closer to 80 in some of the hot spots across the area. Wind stays out of the south and out of the west at calm to about 5 miles an hour at times again tomorrow. So really much the same through the rest of the weekend. Perhaps a few scattered showers and storms, like I mentioned, though, as we head through Sunday afternoon and perhaps Sunday evening and Sunday overnight. I don't think those will be too impactful at all, but we do have some saturated ground, so if one of those heavier downpours gets settled in over a spot, perhaps you could see some low-level flooding, but all in all, I really don't think that's going to be too impactful at all because we do dry out pretty quickly. Behind it there, as we head into the beginning of our work week, looks like we're squarely in the lower to mid-50s as we're waking up for Monday, and spring returns by Monday afternoon, even though the wind is changing here now out of the north and northwest at 10 to 15 miles an hour. So it looks like we do cool off just a little bit as we start to head into the work week. We'll call it mid-60s, perhaps upper 60s as we begin our work week. Definitely not a huge cooling trend, but definitely noticeable there. So here's Futurecast. You can see that system that moved through there. That's kind of this follow-up system that gives us those storms through Sunday night. Wind is now out of the north there as we head through Monday, perhaps a few scattered showers Tuesday. And then by the time we're heading through midweek and beyond, we get this high-pressure system keeping us warm, keeping us dry for the middle portions of our work week. So I think the week looks pretty nice. And as for tonight, again, we're not really going to be cooling off in any dramatic way. No freezing temperatures. We'll call it mid-40s across the Tennessee Valley. 44 in Columbia is the coolest temperature on the map at the moment. We'll call it 51 there in the Shoals. Down there in Decatur, you're at 54, 54 in Hartselle as well. So taking a look at highs for tomorrow. Again, spring looks to stick around here for the rest of the weekend, and I am not complaining. I don't think many of us will be complaining over the next several days as we get these nice conditions. We'll call it 71 for the high tomorrow. Wouldn't surprise me to see some mid-70s across southern middle Tennessee. We'll call it 76 in the Shoals, 76 there in Cherokee, as well as Moulton and Decatur. And as you get into southern middle Tennessee, it does cool off just a little bit. But again, I think those clear conditions will help us out quite a bit in terms of warmth. So let's take a look at the big picture here. 7-day forecast brought to you from the Tennessee Valley Weather Center. Here's what we got. Nice first half of the work week. Second half of the work week not looking too bad either. But I think another system might be coming through with some chances of showers and storms moving in Thursday and through Friday. So we'll keep an eye on that. But nevertheless, I think spring is back in a pretty big way. And we'll feel it for better or for worse over the next week. Thanks for watching this forecast update. I'll leave this look at your 7-day forecast just so you can take it all in. God bless.